Hey guys, Shannon Dixon with Keller Williams Realty, and today I want to chat with you about purchasing a rural property. Now, like most of my videos, I do leave a little pro tip at the end, so please stay and watch all the way till the end. But the reason why I wanted to do this video is because I have received in the last month probably 3 or 4 different phone calls, different buyers interested in purchasing rural properties, and they're great. Most people here know I live in a rural property. We have livestock, and there's a lot of great things about it, but there's also some things to think about before you make that purchase, and that's what I want to chat with you about today. So first of all, like I said, a lot of people, I ask them why do you want to be in a rural community with land and that sort of thing? And a lot of people will answer, well, we want livestock. We think it's so cool, the thought of having chickens or a horse or two or a cow or a pig or whatever the case may be. And it is. We have chickens, we used to have a horse. It is pretty cool. But some things you need to think about. Number one, just because you are living in a rural area and have some land does not necessarily mean you are allowed to have livestock. Or you might be limited into the type of livestock you have or the amount of livestock you have. So it's really important that you check with the local municipality, the township, what have you, and make sure you're allowed to do that. Number two, when you have animals, you have to consider your own lifestyle. If you're somebody that enjoys traveling all the time, going away on vacations, you got to think about who is going to come over and feed and water and check on the well-being of your animals. Again, take it from me. We have to have people from time to time come over and take care of things, and it sometimes can be a real hassle to find somebody you trust and that has the time to come over and do that. Or that they're comfortable with taking care of your animals. Just because I like chickens doesn't mean everybody else likes chickens. The other thing to think about too with livestock is the expense of it. You have to think about, well, what does their feed cost? Vet bills, things like that. It can add up pretty quickly. Something else when you're buying a rural property, again, people like being out and away, and it is nice, but you also have to remember many times that comes with no city utilities, such as city water, city sewage. You have to be prepared and comfortable with having a well, maybe a cistern, having a septic tank. Sometimes your heat sources are a little bit different. You might have geothermal heat or propane heat. Again, these mechanics are great. They work awesome, but a couple things to think about. Number one, home inspections. When you're doing home inspections, you're going to want to make sure the well is efficient. You want to make sure it has enough water flow, and you want to make sure it's safe to drink. That's going to be a little more expensive to test for. Your septic system, same thing. You need to know that the septic is in good shape, because replacing a septic system is no fun and can be very expensive. The other thing to think about are mechanics, or contractors. Not every single contractor knows how to work on geothermal or knows how to work on a boiler. Not every plumber is familiar with a well pump or what have you. So you just need to know who to call when things go wrong. Maintaining the property. Mowing a 3 or 5 acre piece of land is very different than mowing your typical 1/4 acre parcel you're going to find in the suburbs. You have to be prepared for that. It's a time commitment. You might even have to go out and buy some more expensive equipment, such as a 0-turn mower or just even a riding mower. And those are just things to think about. So, again, living in a rural area is great. Having some rural amenities like the chickens or whatever is awesome, but these are things that you do need to think about and consider before making that purchase. Now on to that pro tip. If you are going to buy a rural property, it is very important that you know, did the seller have the CAUV agricultural credit? And if so, are you going to continue to use the land in the same manner? There can be some tax ramifications, and we need to talk about who is doing what if those taxes do change. And that's where an experienced realtor with rural properties comes in handy to help guide you through that entire process and also help educate you on the rest of this stuff as well. So if you have any questions at all about purchasing a rural property, I would be more than happy to talk with you. Feel free to leave a comment below or send me a direct message, or feel free to call me. If you want to add something, start a conversation, again, feel free to please comment below. There goes the rooster. And please like and subscribe, and I hope you go out and have a very productive and blessed day. Thank you.